Hey everyone. So this video might be controversial because it's about a controversial subject. It's about AI, specifically AI DMs and the tabletop hobby. So I just wanted to preface the beginning by saying I realize that this is something people can feel quite passionate about. And I wanted to say that I've heard a lot of compelling arguments for people both in favor of and opposed to AI, especially when it comes to the arts. And I think those feelings are valid. However, this video is not meant to talk about the controversy because honestly, that could be a whole video in and of itself. Instead, this is to share something that I've made. I've created an AI DM and I've put it in a virtual tabletop, specifically integrating ChatGPT into Foundry VTT, which is my favorite virtual tabletop of choice. So I would like to demo it, share it with you, maybe go through a brief adventure, talk about how it works, and get feedback from you about what you think of this. Because honestly, I'm just one guy who's a hobbyist tinkerer who really doesn't even know what I'm doing. So just imagine who someone with a lot of resources and time and money and a whole team might be able to develop in the future. So if nothing else, just think of this as a forward-looking glance as to what might come in the future. So with that being said, and the doom and gloom introduction out of the way, let's go ahead and introduce you to the AI DM. So I'm going to bring up a prompt here that allows us to speak directly with ChatGPT through Foundry, and I'm just going to say, "Hello AI DM, how are you today?"
Greetings, adventurers. I am functioning optimally. What would you like to do next in this adventure?
So yeah, we have our speech synthesis to add a little bit more of an immersion to it. We also have our chat log here. The chat log is how the AI DM keeps track of what's going on in the adventure. So we can go ahead and begin our adventure with a window prompt. We could be super specific if we wanted it to have a specific theme or a specific reward or take place in a specific location, or we can be super general, especially if you're just doing a solo RPG session and you really just want to go through with no prep. It's a great thing to do. So we're gonna see what story emerges here as we go along. So I'm just gonna say, let's go on an adventure.
Excellent choice. You find yourselves standing at the entrance of a dark and ominous cave. What do you want to do next? Please roll a perception check to see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
Well, first I just want to ask, why are we at this cave? Because it just kind of dropped us in the middle of nowhere, and when you just give it free carte blanche to decide what it wants to do, it can often do that. You never know where you're going to start. So yeah, I'd like a little bit more background about why we're here.
You were given a quest to retrieve a valuable artifact rumored to be hidden within this cave. What do you want to do next? Please roll a perception check to see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
What is the artifact?
The artifact is said to be a powerful magical amulet that grants the wearer enhanced abilities. What do you want to do next? Please roll a perception check to see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
That sounds interesting. So we have our starting adventurers that come with the 5e module of Foundry. This is, by the way, running with the newest version of 5e, with the newest version of Foundry, version 11. So it's all up to date. We have our starting adventurers here that come with the 5e module. We have Rizwin the Rogue. We have Barrow the Bard, Akra the Cleric, and Randall the Fighter. So we're just going to have Akra roll this perception check, seeing as they have high wisdom.
With a total of 13, you notice some faint scratches on the cave walls that seem to lead deeper into the cave. What do you want to do next?
Interesting. So you see that we had a 9 on the face of the die, plus we have our modifier for a total of 13, and it reads it. It knows we roll, and it narrates our success or failure. We step deeper in the cave.
As you step deeper into the cave, the air grows colder and the light fades. You hear a faint dripping sound echoing through the cavern. What do you want to do next? Please roll a stealth check to see if you can move quietly through the darkness.
Okay, so stealth. Let's have Rizwin, our rogue, roll this.
With a total of 9 on your stealth check, you accidentally kick a loose stone, causing a loud clatter that echoes through the cave. Suddenly, you hear growling coming from the shadows ahead.
Uh-oh.
What do you want to do next? Please roll for initiative as you prepare to face whatever lurks in the darkness.
What kind of creature is it?
The growling creature emerges from the darkness, revealing itself to be a large and menacing cave bear. What do you want to do next? Please roll for initiative as you prepare to face the cave bear.
Okay, so this comes with the SRD, so we're gonna just go ahead and grab a brown bear, throw it into the throw it onto the screen, and let's begin our encounter here. So we're gonna start an encounter and add all of our combatants to it, and let's roll our initiatives. Okay, looks like Rizwin is going to go first. Actually, it looks like the brown bear is going to act last, so we can begin combat.
Rizwin, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
We're going to have Rizwin target the brown bear and attack with his short bow.
Rizwin carefully aims their short bow and releases an arrow that strikes true, dealing 5 damage to the brown bear one.
Awesome. So that was a critical hit. I'm a little disappointed we did not get higher damage with that, but let's just continue on in the initiative order.
Barrow, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
And we'll have Barrow step up and attack with his rapier.
Barrow deftly parries the bear's swipe with his rapier and retaliates with a precise thrust, landing a solid hit for 7 damage.
Okay, we're whittling this thing down. You can see also, by the way, that ChatGPT is able to read our rolls. For example, our critical hit earlier, as well as this attack that we see attacks the brown bear's AC of 11. It narrates the results appropriately. It will do that whether you hit or miss. It will narrate the result appropriately. So let's see if we can get some misses in here too.
Randall, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Randall's going to attack with his long bow, I guess.
Randall's arrow flies through the darkness, finding its mark in the bear's shoulder, causing it to roar in pain as it recoils from the hit.
Okay, and finally Akra's going to go.
It is your turn.
And
What do you want to do?
I'll also have Akra attack with his light crossbow. Oh my gosh, another nat 20.
Akra expertly aims their light crossbow, releasing a bolt that pierces the bear's hide, causing it to roar in agony as it takes 12 damage.
Okay, now the brown bear is going to get a chance to go.
The brown bear lunges towards Randall with its sharp claws, aiming to strike at his exposed flank. The brown bear's claws swipe through the air, narrowly missing Randall as he dodges out of the way.
Okay, there you go. We see a miss that's been narrated by the brown bear. We're rolling very well. The brown bear is not rolling so well. Beginning to feel bad for it. So let's change things up a bit. Let's not just use our actions from our character sheet to attack. Let's throw a little bit of a wrench here and see how the AI DM reacts. So I think Rizwin is up next.
Rizwin, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Rizwin, feeling bad for the bear, steps forward and offers to help it.
Rizwin, as you step forward to offer help to the bear, you notice a flicker of recognition in its eyes before it lets out a low growl. What do you want to do next? Please roll an animal handling check to see if you can calm the bear.
Okay, we're gonna have Rizwin make that check. And I think we just need to tell it. We rolled a 13.
With a total of 13 on your animal handling check, you manage to calm the bear down slightly, but it still looks wary. What do you want to do next? Please describe your actions.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end this combat encounter and say, Akra, heals the bear with Cure Wounds for 1d8 plus 2 healing.
Akra, you reach out with your divine magic and cast Cure Wounds on the bear, healing it for 1d8 plus 2 hit points. Please roll for healing.
Okay, we're gonna make that roll. And tell it 10 points.
Akra's healing magic washes over the bear, soothing its wounds and calming its aggression. The bear appears grateful as it nuzzles Akra's hand gently.
Oh, that's nice.
What do you want to do next? Please describe your actions.
I wish we had a druid here to talk to the bear. Let's just continue deeper into the cave. So, with the bear placated, we go deeper into the cave in search of the artifact.
As you venture deeper into the cave, the air grows colder and the sound of dripping water echoes off the walls. You eventually come across a dimly lit chamber with a flickering torch illuminating a pedestal at the center. What do you want to do next? Please describe your actions.
Akra casts Detect Magic to see if this is the item we're looking for.
Akra focuses his divine senses and casts Detect Magic, revealing a faint magical aura emanating from the artifact on the pedestal. What do you want to do next? Please describe your actions.
Okay, we pick up the amulet and examine it.
You pick up the amulet and examine it closely. It appears to be intricately carved with glowing runes, pulsating with a faint magical energy. Please roll an Arcana check to see if you can determine the nature of the magic within the amulet.
Okay, let's try it.
With a total of 13 on your Arcana check, you recognize the runes on the amulet as protective wards, designed to ward off evil spirits. As you hold the amulet, you feel a sense of warmth and safety wash over you. What do you want to do next?
Perfect.
Please describe your actions.
Love it. So we leave the cave with the powerful artifact, taking the cave bear with us as a new pet.
As you leave the cave with the powerful artifact and the cave bear in tow, you feel a sense of accomplishment and companionship. The bear follows you faithfully, grateful for your help. Congratulations on completing your quest. What do you want to do next? Please describe your actions.
So yeah, you get a little bit of a taste of this AI DM and what it's capable of. We got a little bit of exploration in there. We got some social interaction with the bear, as well as some combat with the bear. You saw an adventure from beginning to end. So I'd love feedback. What do you think? Is this something that I should continue to develop? Is this something that I should let other people try? Because like right now, I'm literally the only person with this. Also, has this changed your opinion of AI DMs? Would you ever play an adventure ran by an AI DM, especially if it's just you as a solo player? Or has this reaffirmed the idea that you literally want nothing to do with AI DMs? Whatever your viewpoint is, I'd love to hear it, because I think everyone's viewpoint is interesting and valid, so please leave those in the comments. And also, if you like this video, you might like my others, so check out my channel, maybe give me a subscribe. Other than that, that's the end, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.